Go ahead.
Yeah, there are a lot of different sources of data that you could actually use to improve all this information. Where are some of the sources you've been using?
Some of the sources, but my favorite is through King County's iMap, which is this incredibly powerful mapping tool. It's also completely open source and publicly available, so it's like almost legal, completely legal to use. So like if there's this new road that's been mapped, you can, and you don't know the name, you can just look on there because it's usually always accurate because it's a property mapper, and just look at the name and then put it on Google Maps, or you can just use satellite imagery or your local knowledge of the area, which is what I mostly use. You can also look at Washington State's Department of Transportation's maps to look at it and do, just base your edits off of that.
So bottom line is, if the map database has inaccuracies in it, or people classify the roads incorrectly, then the routing software won't get you to where you want to go.
Right, which is what happened to us tonight 3 times.
And then on top of that, if you're a business, right, if you're a business, then you also want to be discovered, and you want to make sure people can get to you.
Yep.
And people will try to game these maps too. Like if someone were to go in and say, I have a dry cleaning service, they might go to all the other dry cleaners and rewrite all their phone numbers to point to them. Right? So you can understand if you have the ability.
That actually sort of happened. The biggest scam that ever happened with Google Maps happened about a year after it came out. People didn't really know what spam was on Google Map Maker, but this locksmith who was mostly based in Washington, but he made Google, places in Google Map Maker, and he made, I think it was like 20,000 places, all completely fake, completely randomly generated addresses, and they were just everywhere, all of them with like a kind of unique name, but all of them like just 24-hour locksmiths. And so he created a whole bunch of them, all fake, but the only thing that was the same between them was the phone number. And he was a locationless locksmith, so he would drive out to other places.
And obviously get all the business. So the bottom line is, if you enlist this community of people who are volunteers to do all your map fixing, you need some way of getting some kind of reputational information in there, whether or not you should be trusted, and whether or not your edit should be sticky. Right? This is the challenge of social, social mapping, more or less.
So if